ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like.
The coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, set, 90, wolf. Check, crunch. Slam. 80 weapon. Yes. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
180!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Hey, I got you.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good open. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Jones operating from the gun. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Round 7, Buccaneers, nothing.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Good. 180. 54. Right 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Up left. Up left. We got double up. Double up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second down and goal. Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any point. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Now Jones. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Great. Check back. Give me 2 jet bombers. Give me 2 jet bombers. Check it back. Check it back. Let's go.
Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And he will find his man on the outside. And he lost the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it, and that's going to be a safety. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken short. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
180. Hey, alert 33. Tight right.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 39.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He chucks him aside.
Thumped him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Alert, alert! Protein spill!
Mayfield on first down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 10 more there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. Just being...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Jones. Wide open receiver, complete. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Smooth. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. the 30, 20, and he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 80 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That one caught out wide by Boykin. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Watch the eye. He's checked.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. From 3 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Rip left, rip left.
Ready. Here's Jones to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it,
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
General West. Hey. Let's go.
Jones now on first down. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. From 4 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Hard. Go.
Throwing again. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Team six.
Now Jones throwing on third and long. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. They run. It's Hill. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got alert 33. Nice set.
They go play action. Mayfield, he'll rifle this one deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Come on, set. Head logo. Squeeze. Buzz. Hit it.
Jones throwing on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. On first down, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Jones. Open man has got it. It's complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, they run with Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's Jones on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Jones now throwing on 4th down, and it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started, and this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing, Mayfield, and that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Set. 10-2 soft. Bravo. Here's the party now. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Watch the pass. Greystone, travel. Hey, exit. Shoot.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Big hit.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check back 11. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, check. Now. Back 11. You don't want none of that. Hey, zoom. Hey, check back 11.
2nd and 4. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Echo. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Hey, check it.
Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off.